Assalamu alaikum. Students, we are going to revise chapters from chapter number 1. We have to prepare this chapter for exam. In exam, you have to solve short questions and MCQs. We are going to prepare them. First chapter is number system. You have to see the rational numbers and irrational numbers. Here is the definition of rational numbers. We know that a number is said to be rational if it can be written as in the form of p by q, where pq belong to z and q is not equal to 0. And the numbers are rational numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q. Here are the examples of rational and irrational numbers. The numbers uh, which are written in the form of square root, and that square root cannot be opened. So that number should be an irrational number. And the all the numbers that are terminating decimal fractions, that are rational numbers, and the numbers which are recurring decimals, that are also rational numbers. Here are the examples. 0.25, it can be written as 25 by 100. So it is written in the form of p by q, and q is not equal to 0, so it is rational number. Similarly, it is a recurring decimal fraction 0.333, so it is also a rational number. The number which is 0.142857, it is also a recurring decimal fraction, so it is a rational number. We know that pi is an irrational number, but we say that it can be written as 22 by 7. It is the rounded figure of pi, and its value is not recurring decimal fraction, so it is an irrational number. Here we have to prove that under root 2 is an irrational number. So we know that this under root 2 cannot be opened. It cannot be without a square root. So it is an irrational number. Similarly, under root 3 is an irrational number. Now we have to see properties of real numbers. These properties are addition laws, multiplication laws, properties of equality, properties of inequalities. We know that addition laws contain Cloyer law, associative law, additive identity, additive inverse, commutative law for addition. All these laws are very familiar to you. Cloyer law of addition says for all AB belonging to R, A plus B belong to R. Associative law says for all ABC belonging to R, A plus bracket B plus C bracket is equal to bracket of A plus B and plus C. Additive identity is that for all A belonging to R, there is a 0 belong to R such that A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A, which is equal to A. Additive inverse, for all A belonging to R, there exists minus A belong to R such that A plus minus A is equal to 0, which is equal to minus A plus A. Similarly, commutative law for addition is this: A plus B is equal to B plus A, that is 3 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 3. Similarly, we know multiplicative laws. These are also named Cloyer law, associative law, multiplicative identity, multiplicative inverse, and commutative law. Multiplication addition laws are for all ABC belonging to R, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. It is distributive property of multiplication over addition. This distributive property is also A plus B into C is equal to AC plus BC. Similarly, we have ordered properties, complex axioms, which will be explained in higher classes. Now we see properties of equality, that is reflexive property, symmetric property, transitive, additive, multiplicative property, cancellation property with respect to addition and multiplication. Reflexive property says for all A belonging to R, A is equal to A. Symmetric property says for all A B belonging to R, A is equal to B implies B is equal to A. Transitive property says for all A B C belonging to R, A is equal to B and B is equal to C. This implies A is equal to C. Additive property says you can add a number on both sides of an equation. So A is equal to B implies A plus C is equal to B plus C. Multiplicative property says you can multiply a same number to both sides of an equation. So A is equal to B implies AC is equal to BC and C is equal to CB. Cancellation property says we can cancel the same number on both sides. So A plus C is equal to B plus C implies A is equal to B. Cancellation property with respect to multiplication also says that you can cancel the same number if these are multiplied on both sides of an equation. So AC is equal to BC implies A is equal to B. C should not be equal to 0. Properties of inequalities, we have order properties. These properties are trichotomy property, transitive, additive property. Either A is equal to B or A is greater than B or A is less than B. That is for all A B belonging to R. We have these three possibilities, that is A is equal to B, R is greater than B, R is less than B. Similarly, we have transitive property for all A, B, C belonging to R. If A is greater than B and B is greater than C, then A is greater than C. If A is less than B and B is less than C, this implies that A is less than C. Additive property says that we can add the same number on both sides of an inequality. So A is greater than B implies A plus C is greater than B plus C, and A is greater than B and B is greater than C implies A is greater than C is greater than D implies A is greater than D. A is less than B implies A plus C is less than B plus C, and A is less than B and C is less than D implies A plus C is less than B plus D. Here is multiplicative property. Multiplicative property for all A, B, C belonging to R and C is greater than 0. A is greater than B implies AC is greater than BC, and A is less than B implies AC is less than BC. B property is this: for all A, B, C belonging to R, C is less than 0. A is greater than B implies AC is less than BC. A is less than B implies AC is greater than BC. For all A, B, C, D belonging to R and A, B, C, D are all positive, A is greater than B and C is greater than D implies AC is greater than BD. A is less than B for and C is less than D implies AC is less than BD. So students, you can solve now this exercise using these properties. So please solve this exercise. I will take your test, and now you know about the properties of real numbers, and these are used in MCQs. MCQs from first chapter will be on these properties. So solve this exercise and we shall meet later.